Hey everyone, my name is Andrew Horrocks and welcome to AME Kemper Profiles. Today we are talking about the AME Britain Kemper Profile Pack. Brad Jackson is the genius behind the beautiful amp design of the Britain 4.0. This boutique amp has been used by Robbie McIntosh, who plays with John Mayer, as well as renowned guitarists like Nigel Hendroff and Alan Hines. It's an ambitious design with two channels that you can blend together. Channel 1 lands somewhere between a Marshall and a Matchless, and Channel 2 is essentially the clean channel, and it's more like a Vox AC 30. Being able to blend the channels on this amp is a wonderful tonal option. The other equally effective tone shaper on this amp is the fact that it has 4 different power settings that drastically affect the way the amp responds, the headroom of the amp, and how the amp starts to overdrive. There's a 50 watt EL34 setting, a 25 watt EL34 setting, a 22 watt EL84 setting that is also switchable down to 12 watts, all in a 14-inch wide design. There's not a lot of headroom with this amp, but that's not what this amp is all about. Even with the 50 watt power setting, the amp is always sitting on the edge of breaking up, and this amp sounds amazing when you hit it with boost pedals. I'm not an expert on the particulars of this design, but it truly is a work of art. While there isn't a lot of low-end thump that you might find in a Marshall, there is a ton of definition in these profiles, and they cut through the mix. This amp definitely has a flavor of its own. It's not quite a Marshall, it's not quite a Matchless, it's not quite a Vox. It occupies its own tonal space, and that's a great thing. I profiled this amp with 5 different speaker cabinets: a 2x12 Eminence loaded Buddha cab, a 2x12 Dr. Z, a 4x12 Mesa, a 2x12 loaded with greenbacks, and a 2x12 loaded with Celestion G1265s. So there's a ton of tonal options here for you. Honestly, my favorite of the bunch was the Buddha cab with the Eminence speakers. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate first. Okay, here's something on the neck pickup. I'm going to try the middle pickup. Here's the neck pickup on the Gretsch.